Hello everyone, I'm the Nerdy Fool and welcome back to Expeditions Viking. We made our way to Perth and are now on our way down here to Domhnall's farm because we're looking for Conall MacTaigd, who apparently is trying to take over Perth, and we're hoping to kill him or capture him or something to prove our worth and hopefully get an alliance with the King of Perth. We also have a quest down here, but it's 22 hours away. So that one's to find out more about Nefia's sister. So we're going to hit this one first. Even though I do prefer to do side quests before... Oh. Our meat haul finished. I do like to do side quests before we do main quest, but it's just much farther away. So we've completed the longhouse, the thing, the moor, and the blacksmith. So now it's just other things that don't give any ongoing benefits, just boosts to the numbers. And I think prosperity is where I want to put my focus. So farm is probably decent. Banners is quick, just 3 days. A week for roads. Those are all for power. Let's go with the farm anyway. It's only 4 days. And again, I could use the thralls, but I think we're doing super well timeline-wise. So unless we have a giant skip at some point, we should be fine. Oh, we found another campsite. Oh, I should have done some leveling up between recordings. I haven't leveled her up, but it might have been nice to have her show up here because of her connection to it, but I'm not bringing her in when we are going into a known combat, and she's super underleveled. So, yeah. I'll bring my usual 5. So, it occurs to me, she is an archer. I could potentially train her up to be a really good archer and then swap out Kettle. Because while he is very positive of us, which is good, I did waste a bunch of his skill points on crafting that I no longer am using. Anyway, we have people right here. Wonder if we can do any exploring? No, not at all. This is a tiny area. So that's the guy we're supposed to spare. Halt! We're here to meet Conall MacTaigd. The sentry subjects you with a quick scrutinous look. Who among you is Skaki? Nefia struggles to contain her surprise. Skaki? That Skaki? Didn't the girl say Conall was heading out to meet some Norsemen? Gunnar steps forward. I am Skaki. Doesn't even hesitate to lie. Gunnar gets the same visual treatment as you. The other sentry mutters something, then the first nods. You fit the description, but we were headed east to meet you on the coast. The plan's changed. There is safety in the unexpected. True enough. All right, you may enter. The king is staying in the largest of the houses. Usually we get a dialogue of how do we want to proceed? Do we want to lie, tell the truth, etc.? Nope. Gunnar just steps forward. We can't talk to you. We just need to make sure to not kill you on the way. We can talk to you, whoever you are. I guess you're the owner of this farm. Given the name Domhnall. The remains of a pig fester on the rock slab. So they've been doing some amount of animal sacrifices. Gonna loot all the things before I talk to people. Oh, they're talking about the girl that we have in our party now. I think I might have my way. Connell, have your nuts for it. Well, he's not going to find out now, is he? When she screams, he'll know then. Oh, I don't like what they're talking about. I've done this before. I know how to keep them quiet. I definitely don't like this. You two can die. Or specifically you. Yeah. They were talking about red hair and a royal way about her, some innocence and whatnot. And that seems to be describing the girl that joined our party, because she's a princess. Oh, and a bunch of herbs are hiding back here. Glad I found these. Alright, so probably, yeah, the king is going to be in there. Let's talk to you first, and I'll toss down a quick save just in case. You lied to those men. Excuse me? You told them the other Viking sent you. The one they met a few days ago. He did. The Viking stayed here too, and I had plenty of time to look at all his people while they ate my food and drank my ale. You weren't there. What's it going to cost me to make you keep that to yourself? I don't want your money, you blasted Vikings. You think you can just... He seems to remember himself and clams up. You're here to kill him, right? Can't imagine your sort would turn up for anything less than murder for hire. You lot sent by Constantine? What's it to you? Good man that, good king. Better than Connell, that's for sure. I wish you success. Don't get me wrong, you'll only succeed in getting yourselves killed, but I'll be happy if you prove me wrong. These swine have stayed here for almost a fortnight. So they're staying at this farm, at your farm, without your permission? Wow. On second thought, that comparison's unkind to the porcine species. Swine give us pork. All these sorry lot has done is drink all my ale. Why do you think we'll be killed? That's Connell MacTagged in there. He's no fool. He'll see right through you. If his men don't kill you, you'll kill him. But it'll make a racket. By the time you come out here, everyone will be ready for you. Did you say you're serving ale to these men? He shoots you a suspicious look. I? Not by choice, mind you. They've been robbing me blind since they came here. Oh, it's not robbery, of course. Connell being king and such. But the end result is all my ale's gone, and now my own family's going hungry. Yeah. I happen to be in possession of poison. The farmer ducks his neck subconsciously and casts a furtive glance around his homestead. I? If you were to slip some of this into a mug of ale and bring it to Connell, he'd very shortly cease to be a problem. Can we just have him assassinated and not even have to deal with the fight? He rubs his chin, weighing the pros and cons of that little thought. Oh? There's two holes in your plan there. First problem is Connell's men moved all my barrels into their camp and posted 2 daubers watching them. For this to work, you'll need to distract them while I tamper with the ale. Second problem is if I serve poison to Connell MacTagged and you scattle in the meantime, I'll be dead as soon as his men find him. I'll take care of that. So, we just have to distract a couple of men. You poison him, and then we promise not to run. Because if he's as scary and deadly as you make it sound, I mean, killing him with poison isn't the most honorable choice. Sure, we'll take care of the people guarding the ale. Let me just be absolutely clear. You give me the poison. I serve it to Connell and his men. When he's dead, I give you the signal, and you kill everyone out here. That about the size of it? That's about the size of it. He sizes you up again. I must be out of my mind, but I'll do it. Give 5 poison. Here, be careful. He accepts the poison surreptitiously and tucks it away under his shirt. Good. Now, you just need to find a way to distract those knobs watching the barrels. So that'll be not you. That'll be you two. This is very interesting. A man and a woman stand very close in front of a stack of barrels with ale. It takes no more than a split second's glance to see that these two people really want to fuck each other. Diplomacy 4. Alright, we're Skaki. Connell sent us to stand watch while they're talking strategy. Both 3. Kettle, you take the woman, I'll take the man. We could just take him down right now. A hard finesse, which we don't have the stats for. Try to sneak up on them and kill them silently. Or just back off for now. I'm inclined to kill them. This is going to break out into a fight when this all shakes down. So, if we can just kill 2 of them now, because if we just did the diplomacy, they'd walk off. And then when the fighting starts, we'd have to kill them anyway. It's possible this will alert everyone, but I would think it would tell me. Kettle, you take the woman, I'll take the man. The farmer watches the murders wide-eyed from a safe distance. Momentarily overwhelmed by horror, he nearly drops the poison you gave him. Then he remembers himself and hurries over to the barrels. The farmer walks casually towards the house where Conall MacTighe is staying, cracks the door open, and then disappears inside. Kettle clears his throat, a guilty expression on his face. You know, we could just leave now. We have nothing at stake. Nobody will ever know. Nephew lances Kettle with a foul look. We can't. We made a deal with him. We said we'd take care of it. That could mean anything. If we leave now, that farmer is a dead man. Ada sighs conspicuously, a bored expression on her face. Why do we care what happens to this man? He's just some peasant. We're not going to run. Optional is kill the men outside the farmhouse. Am I supposed to start that now? Or do I wait for you to come back out? I assume you're going to come back out. Because you said you'd give me the signal. And I'd start the fight. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. So ultimately, when the fighting starts, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 people. You guys aren't marked red. So possibly you'll jump in and be 6. And it's possibly there's people in there. I'm guessing I'm not supposed to wait. Because this is taking a while. So either I go in, or I just start this here. We already quick saved. Let's head in and see what happens there. Oh, we can only take 2 people. No, we'll take Nefia. And see how that shakes out. Hopefully, the king's already dead. And he is. Oh yeah, and you're just standing there, so I guess we were supposed to enter here. Connell's head, gross. This is a pretty grim even for Viking raiders, but what better proof could you ask that the man's dead? And then a sword called Life Sucker. 10% versus unarmored humans. Terrible axe. The farmer leans against a wall as though he's trying to squeeze through it. He greets you with a vacant look. It's done. He's dead. Oh, you're still alive. You've done well, thank you. It's not over yet. You must deal with his men, or I'm done for. Yeah. Not to worry. I guess I'll position us back here. So we've got some cover with these buildings, if possible. You moved adjacent to me? Come on. So what do we have? Level 2. Level 2. Wow. Level 2. Level 2. And you guys aren't joining the fight. Cool. Well, this is going to be an incredibly easy fight. I was expecting it to be much harder than this. Oh, are you using a bow? Okay. So there's not actually any harm in me moving around. Let's see, you've got a shield. Can I get anyone? No. I'm not going to be able to get anyone up there to take care of your shield. You're probably going to live for the turn. Thinking I'll move here. Where can you get to? You could technically attack this guy with your Danax. Probably same thing with Nefia. No. So she can't actually get anywhere. Alright, we're going to have you move forward to take on this guy. And it's not a kill. That is a shame. Roskva, can you change that? If we have you do the Thor's Favor. Since this is super one-sided, this fight. It would have been a tiny bit tougher with 2 more people to fight, but realistically, no. Oh, let's switch to non-lethal. Who's the guy that we're keeping alive? It's you. It's interesting that now that we're in combat, he no longer has the marker making him clearly identifiable as the one to spare. Right, and I can't shoot you because you're in cover. Well, that's easy to fix. So 88 to 91 damage, you have 96 health. If I took the shot, I do enough damage. Okay. So Kettle, take this one out for me. And I'll go after this one. Then I guess Nefia take them out. And you move over to here. Hopefully keep him focused on you with your shield. Yeah, I'm fine with where we're all at. Roskva, you can move into some cover. Oh, okay. We've got a couple more. I don't think it'll matter very much. Level 4 and level 2. Were those the two that were... Nope, it's not these people. There were two others. Okay. Well, let's have you do your shield hook. Can you get over to them? You can't. Well, you can just take him down. Okay, and I took him down non-lethally. That's what matters. You're in full cover. And I get an angle anyway. Is that good enough to get the shot? No. Let's go with a fire arrow on you. Nice. You have 11 hit points left. I think burning's just going to take you down. You also aren't going to have a shot, so I guess you could also go for a fire arrow. See if you can just hit him. 43% chance he blocks. Not super surprised. Then you switch back to your normal axes and move forward. And Roskva, let's have you do damage reduction now. Perfect. You can take a step forward. We'll call that good. 13 damage. Oh, you managed to stun him. Oh, the fire must have killed you. I guess that's fair. So even non-lethal attacks kill if you burn someone. Gotcha. Love you, just finish him off. And there we go. Nice and simple. Alright. So we spared him. Good. And now we need to go back and report in. To let him know that we've killed his big rival. That's that. I'm gonna see, actually, before we head in, what's going on with you two? You beat them! We're safe! Oh, thank heavens! My daughter is safe! Who are you two? I don't know. Maybe if I'd talked to them beforehand? I wandered around. I didn't see that I could talk to anyone, but maybe I missed something. I can't talk to you again? Alright. Nice and simple. And I guess all we can do is just head out now. So we did find a new campsite. It's a pretty good campsite. High food, good shelter. Now the question will be, do we just immediately go back and report in? Or do we swing by here? That's a day out of the way. I assume at some point we're going to end up in this general area. And so I'd rather wait until something takes us closer to here. Because it's out of our way. Let's see. None of these campsites are occupied. So we'll just go to that one. It's a little farther out of our way, but very high food is good. Right, I'm going to quickly, because I already said I need to spend your points some, and I'm not going to go through a lot of effort of spending points until I can take the time to think about it, but Heavy Sleeper, it's super good. Just to get another chunk of time. Definitely everyone should have Heavy Sleeper. I can also tear down this axe because it's garbage. And then you use swords. How does this compare? It is better all around than what you are currently using. Excellent. And you can use spears, and that is a better spear. So we can trash your spear. But I think I want you to be primarily a bow person. Because that's how your stats were. Yeah. Alright, we'll sort that out later. Alright, no more preserving to be done. We'll have you do a little bit of tinkering. We always need more water skins, clearly. Who else has time? You do. I guess hunt? Actually, you've got much better hunting, and you've got much better preserving, so we'll go that route. There we go. Yeah. As the sun sets, Adis rolls a small barrel of mead into camp. Anyone up for a drink? Or 10? Gunnar grabs the mead from Adis's hands, takes a large swig, and wipes his mouth with the sleeve before handing it back. Best idea I've heard all week. What say you, Alfbjorn? Let's turn this into a feast. Do we all drink up? I think we need to have at least one person who isn't getting drunk at this feast. You can keep watch and make sure nothing bad happens. So I will be willing to not partake. So I'll pass, but everyone else feel free to partake. With a great cheer, everyone dips into the drink. A few extra pieces of meat are also thrown into a pot and cooked over the roaring fire. Your people talk and laugh long into the night. Those who are drinking hold back out of respect for those who aren't. But everyone seems to be having a good time, and they go about their tasks a bit more cheerfully. Nefia stays by your side the entire night, not partaking in the mead either. Not much that we found, but that's fine. Let's just quickly head in and report. I think we will take her with us, given that she's from here. And we'll swap out Kettle in this case. It should be interesting to see how this plays out, where they're just like, oh yeah, we can't help you out or form an alliance because we're dealing with our own war with this other guy who wants to be king. And just like 2 days later, we show up with his head, just like, okay, now will you talk about an alliance?
I once prepared my crew to raid Perth. Then the Skull Cleaver showed up, promising an easier, wealthier target. I sometimes wonder what might have been.
Oh, you were planning to raid Perth here? When you were pulled off on your job to raid our town. Interesting. Where? I'm super lost. Where is the capital? There we are. Or your longhouse. And it did look like our boat is parked here, so that's nice. When we want to finally go back down south, we'll have an easy time of it. No one else to talk to. Costin Mac Fergusa, now somewhat less disputed king of the Picts, regards you with the curiosity of a crow watching a battle. I thought I made myself rather clear last time we spoke. Show Connell's head. I bring you the head of Connell Mac Tagged. The king remains remarkably stolid. For a moment, you think he's going to smile, but instead he sits down heavily. Explain yourself. We killed your rival. Consider it a show of good faith. Connell was meeting another group of Vikings on the coast. We tracked him down and killed him before he got there. Or I think the head speaks for itself. I'm gonna go with the second one. It makes it seem like if he is upset that we took this on, if he had some other plans that we might have interrupted, then we can make it seem like it was just not necessarily us specifically hunting down his rival, but us taking out a group of other Vikings. So it gives us a bit of a side option of maybe we weren't doing it specifically to help him, if that comes back to bite us. Connell was meeting another group of Vikings on the coast. We tracked him down and killed him before he got there. Costigan strokes his beard pensively. A secret meeting with Vikings, you say? I wonder what schemes the old dog was up to. We may never find out. I will make our situation clear to you. There have been many kings of Pictavia throughout history, but no one has ever gathered all the clans under one banner. I aim to do just that, and more. I'm working on a union with our neighbors in Dal Riata to the west. This is no easy task. If you wish to be my ally, or even just to establish trade between our kingdoms, I must first ask much of you, more than I have any right to ask. More frankly than I will truly be able to repay. I will ask you to act as my agents, the same way Grain does. So before we go any further, will you help me? I'm not a mercenary, or I will. I want to help you, but I also think it is valuable to establish from the start that I don't see myself as just a mercenary. I'm not a mercenary. Of course, you are a chieftain in your homelands, isn't that right? Thane, wasn't it? You are used to leading warriors, as is Grain. If you join me, you will be asked to fight for me, but you will never be asked to do things that are beneath a leader of warriors. I will treat you as my equal, just as I treat Grain. Ulfricker went on several mercenary raids in his time. It seems like a highly profitable work if you can stomach it. Already you've done me a great service. Connell and his clan was by far the greatest threat to my reign. If you'll excuse the digression, there is one thing I must ask. My people in Northumbria tell me the son of Aethelwald Mull is back on the throne. Rumor has it a group of Vikings played an integral part in putting him there. We did fight for Aethelred in the Battle of Inglewood. He paid us well for our services. It must have been another group of our kinsfolk, or I know nothing about it. We'll be honest. We did fight for Aethelred in the Battle of Inglewood. He paid us well for our services. That was a foolish thing you did. We will almost certainly go to war with Northumbria. We could have benefited from their conflict, but now they are unified under Aethelred's banner. Cunning lost morale. Okay. Well, no matter. What's done is done. Let's move on. Now, at last, I can turn my attention to a matter that has troubled me for a long time. Religion. Alfbjorn, I am a Christian. Most of the clans of Pictavia are likewise Christians, but some are not. This division will continue to trouble and weaken us, unless addressed. Constantine raises his hand towards Grain, as though inviting her to join the conversation, but she elects to stay put. Beautiful Grain exemplifies how this problem must be solved. She is capable of carrying Christ in her heart, while paying tribute to the old gods as well. I have built a great church to win favor with my fellow Christians. Now I must show the pagans among us that I am tolerant of their different beliefs. Why not convert them? That seems the usual approach, or it's admirable of you to attempt a peaceful solution. I think that agrees more with the direction we've been pushing. Not just forcefully convert. Yeah, it's admirable of you to attempt a peaceful solution. If we are to unify the old faith and the new, we need a religious leader. I know of the perfect way to achieve this, if the stories are true. Grain knows the particulars of the matter. Go on, let her tell you what needs to be done. Connell's death has opened many new opportunities. I suddenly have many plans to make. With that, Constantine turns his back on you, an unambiguous signal that you are excused. Rude. Not even a goodbye, just turning your back. Alright. Grain, what's the deal? Grain flashes you a brilliant grin. So you killed Connell MacTagged. She shakes her head in astonishment. I suppose because of what I told you, That wasn't what I had in mind, but well done, though. I've been trying to hunt the bastard down for months. How did you even find him? I've told me his quartermaster had a thing for a potter girl here in Perth. I tricked her into telling me where he was going. I would rather not rat that out. Because that could become a problem for her. I'd rather not say. You fear I'd hurt the ones who helped you? All I wanted was to get Connell. His clan is no longer any concern to us. But fine. Keep it to yourself if you must. I was only curious. Speaking of curiosity, I've asked my permission to travel with you. I told the princess she can do whatever she wants. Behind you, I cough uncomfortably when Grain calls her a princess, and Grain fails to conceal a smirk. You'll learn to appreciate her talents. Don't mistake her girlish ways for helplessness. I've seen her gut a man from his crotch to his throat. Grain, give me a chance. Oh, you must lighten up, lass, for your own bloody good. Anyway, where were we? Right. Constantine needs to demonstrate somehow that he's not going to purge the pagan stragglers as soon as his power is solidified. He's decided that he needs a figurehead for them. Now, this is troublesome. Since the days of the Romans, paganism has had it rough in these parts. Things were nice and organized under the Druids, but the Romans killed them all. Oh, is that where the Druid stones are finally going to come to play? Except one, or so the story goes. And here's the kicker. They say he's still alive. I'm not sure why this is significant, or the Roman Empire, wasn't this hundreds of years ago? Grain leans in and lowers her voice conspiratorially. It was. If this man is still alive, he must be almost 1,000 years old. The last of the Druids, imagine that. So what do you want us to do? Well, we don't know where he is. We know his name, Myrddin. Myrddin Emrys. That's all we have to go on. That's Merlin. Like the wizard Merlin. Fantastic. We're going to try and find Merlin. Alright. Now, with all this Conall MacTag trouble, we haven't had much time to look into it, but when I have asked around about him, I found the pagans to be tight-lipped, to say the least. They don't trust me on account of the Christianity, and the big flippin' battle crow I've tattooed onto my face doesn't make up for it, apparently. But you lot, you're not Christian. You ought to be able to get more out of those paranoid bastards. Admittedly, they have good reason to be on their guard, but still. Where do I start? Well, the only place I know where pagans still reliably gather is the Seahenge out on the coast. You could start by asking around out there. Maybe somebody will know a thing or two about the druid. Are you coming with me? She giggles an actual honest-to-goodness girly giggle. No, you big lug. I've got my own problems to take care of. One less now thanks to you, but it's not over yet. She nods in the direction of your herd. It looks like you're plenty equipped to deal with this one anyway. It's just one old man. A very, very, very old man, aye. How much trouble can he give you? How much trouble could Merlin give me? Plenty. Alright, I'll find your druid. I have more important concerns at the moment. No, I'll find your druid. I want to meet him. And once you do, you'll be one step closer to an alliance with Constantine, King of Pictavia. She leans in and lowers her voice, still with a friendly smile on her lips. Just treat Ife well, here? If you disrespect her, I'll take it as disrespect for all of Pictish culture. That's fantastic. I was not expecting them to say, yeah, your task is to find Merlin himself. He's 1,000 years old. And he'll be our religious leader. Amazing. I really do like the Pictish group. A lot of their vibe. Northumbrian was fine, but Pictish feels more fun. So I might just go with them for that if I can't find a peaceful solution. But we're going to end the episode here. Next time, I think we'll go back to the girl who told us where to find Conall. See if there's anything further to talk to with her, but probably not. And if not, then I guess we'll look at the map and see whether this Seahenge or Nephew's quest is closer. So thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.